In this video, we will talk about the section that will reflect your readiness for the job, the project and internship section. It is most important to appear absolutely ready for the job and make your resume scream about it because, before you, your resume will talk. If you have onboarded our journey of resume making, I suggest you not miss a single video in the series because that's how you'll be able to step by step articulate a perfect resume with our proven formula. Amp up your resume by putting up important projects and internships. Every section till now was common to every kind of resume, but in today's video, we are going to talk about something which will set you apart and above from the rest of the crowd. One of the functions of a resume is to give your employer an idea of how you will fit into the job description. Relevant projects and internships are like jewelry to your resume. The kind of internships you have done gives the recruiter an idea of your skills. So the smartest way is to tweak your internship section according to the position you are interviewing for. Let us first talk about projects. Why should you list projects on a resume? Like everything else on your resume, projects can help highlight experiences that qualify you for your next job. You may have used skills, hard or soft, in a certain project that are key for the role you want. And including a successful project is a great way to tie those skills directly to results, which employers want to see on every resume. Projects are an especially helpful addition to your resume when your experience section doesn't already show that you have the background you need to get the job you want next, which is most common for two groups of job seekers. Recent graduates, entry-level candidates by definition lack professional experience. But if you just finished college, a big project, whether you did it for a class, an honors or capstone program, an internship, or your own research, can show that you have a lot of valuable workplace skills such as leadership, collaboration, presentation, and public speaking. After your first full-time role, we recommend removing school projects from your resume. Career changers or pivoters, when you're looking to switch or pivot your career, you want to show any experience you have that relates to the role, field, or industry you want to go into. This might mean highlighting projects you did within a current or past job or adding a volunteer, side, or freelance project to your resume. What matters is that your project helps prove to employers you have relevant experience for the job you're hoping to land. Highlight any skills or qualifications the company is looking for that you have, as well as any job duties they list for the role that you've performed in the past. If a project doesn't meet this threshold, it probably doesn't need to be called out. Even if you're in a more project-based field, like engineering, IT, or consulting, consider whether all or any of your projects can emphasize your accomplishments in a way that general bullet points under each job entry can't. With too many projects crowding your resume, recruiters might not find the most important details. For example, if you generally do consulting for larger clients, but once worked with a small business and got great results, listing details for that one project might help you land a job at a consultancy with a small business focus. But if most of your clients are small businesses, mentioning a slew of individual projects rather than overall achievements will take up valuable resume space without necessarily adding to your qualifications. How to list projects. List your projects wherever they're most relevant. If the project was part of a past job, freelance work, or volunteer work, it likely belongs under that specific entry in your experience section. If you're thinking of a personal or side project or you have multiple projects that you want to include on your resume, you might consider adding a dedicated related projects or similarly titled section. Regardless of where you list your project, you should follow these general tips. Include important details. You should add enough information about each project that it can be easily understood by anyone who reads your resume. Depending on the specific project, consider listing a project title, a project description, and project dates, as well as who you did the project for and with, what your role was, and what the results and impact were. Focus on your achievements. Whether your project description is contained to one bullet point or has several bullet points underneath it, employers want to see what results you've gotten with your skills so they can see how you might drive results for them. Use achievement-oriented, quantified bullet points to really put your accomplishments front and center. Tailor your project description for every job application. You should only include projects that are relevant to the specific job you are applying for, and, even more than that, you should make sure your description of a project highlights the pieces of it that are most relevant. So if a company is looking for someone with website design experience, focus on the design aspect of your side project, not how you attracted customers to your site. And try to use the same language and keywords as the job description. Include links to your work when possible. Almost everyone who reads your resume will do so for the first time on a computer, so links to work that's live online are fair game. Just make sure you hyperlink an unimportant word like project or even link to avoid any applicant tracking system, ATS, issues. A similar practice is needed when it comes to putting internships as well. Be the smart 1%, save your resume from getting rejected due to inapt internships. Plan on adding internships relevant to the position or organization you are applying for. Model it in the resume and use in such a way that it articulates the most important points about your vast experience to distinguish yourself and cause maximum impact. Highlight the experience you gained that's relevant to the position you're seeking. Put emphasis on soft skills, work credibility, determination, willingness, which will exhibit your readiness for the job. Always tailor your resume to the job description. How to include internships. When you include an internship on your resume, include the same information as any other job. Include the internship title. If possible, don't just say intern, ask your supervisor if you have a more detailed title, such as marketing intern or sales associate intern. Also include the company name, location, and the dates of the internship. You can list the dates by month and year, or by the season, such as summer 2018 or spring 2019. Underneath this information, include 2 to 4 bullet points that list your responsibilities and achievements during the internship. Where to put internships. Work experience section. Because internships provide important work experience, you should include your internships in the work experience or work history section of your resume, along with other jobs you have held. Internships section. If you have held multiple internships, you can include a separate internships section on your resume. Put this section towards the top of your resume. Put your internship section above your work history section if your internships are particularly relevant to the job you are applying for. Whatever you do, don't put your internships at the bottom of your resume or in the education section. Internships are real-world experiences, and should be given as much weight as a job. When to leave out internships. You can begin to remove internships from your resume when you've developed enough work experience in your field. After about 5 or so years, or 2 or 3 jobs, in your industry, you can focus primarily on this work history rather than on your past internship experience. Here are some tips for you to consider when you add your internships to your resume. Make sure your resume format is consistent. Use consistent formatting throughout your resume and refrain from changing the font style or size for your internship experience. Highlight responsibilities. Include only your most noteworthy responsibilities as an intern. Write short sentences with action verbs. Your experience should be explained using action verbs in clear and concise sentences. Quantify achievements if you can. If you achieved something important such as exceeding a quarter for sales goals, then you should add it to your internship experiences. With this, we complete almost 70% of the resume with an effective and pragmatic strategy. Stay tuned for the upcoming video of the resume series.